Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List. I think I can officially get rid of that because I think you guys are 6 feet away. Welcome to the 15th season of the Texas Bucket List. And after a summer of carefully avoiding COVID, we are back to brighten your day. You know, across the Lone Star State, there are hundreds of beer joints and dance halls adorned with the shining light of neon. In fact, one of my favorite neons in the whole state of Texas hangs right here in the Texas Bucket List store and studio. And the creator of this unique art form finds that people really do see the light. When God said, "Let there be light," he probably wasn't thinking about neon. We've seen the great glow of neon all over the state, from the historic Tower Station on the old Route 66 in Shamrock to the hollowed halls of the Hemi Hideout in Brookshire. But how exactly is this stuff made? Well, that's where Dan Dobelmann shines. What is it about neon? Why are you so attracted to this stuff?
You can be creative with it. There's 100 different ways you can go with the signs. I mean, you can put neon on almost anything.
From fine art fountains, sports squads, to even the best show on TV about Texas, you'll find signs dedicated to just about anything you can imagine at his True Colors Neon Shop in Houston.
It's a nice media for artwork and signs, I think. It's the best kind of advertising, in my opinion.
Far be it for a neon maker to marvel at his masterworks, but he might be right. Who doesn't love a wild neon that moves you and sucks it to you?
It kind of sets a mood, it's a good ambiance.
Dan started working with neon at 19, but his fascination with electricity started with an element of surprise.
I had stuck a paper clip into a wall socket, and it knocked me across the room. And ever since then, I've just been fascinated by anything electric, you know.
Hopefully not to repeat that feeling.
Well, once in a while around here, you'll get it if you're not paying enough attention.
You were that kid.
Yeah.
You're the reason we have plug covers now.
Exactly. Those are a good thing.
I see you've already had a few accidents here today.
Yeah. A lot of times you'll get a little bit of breakage.
The process of creating these works of art starts with a gentle bending of glass to form whatever shape, letter, or creation you're trying to come up with. You really do just have to have the gentlest hands to do this work.
Yeah. We don't keep any hammers in the shop or anything like that.
When working with this much glass, you know accidents happen. Patience, virtue here.
You got to have patience, yeah. You definitely have to have some patience. Sometimes a piece of glass will break right when you're almost done, and you'll hear the guy in the back, "I love my job," you know.
Once the glass has gotten its shape without turning into shards, it's time to put in the gas. And when you start talking argon, noble, and inert, I start feeling like I'm under a sweat lamp. It's giving me nightmares of high school chemistry. I feel like I'm going to fail this test miserably.
Any inert gas will work inside of a neon tube. For commercial aspect of it, we use just argon and neon. The neon is the red color and the argon is blue. So we'll use a combination of the glass. We'll buy a powder-coated green tube, for example, and I can put blue argon in it, and it'll come out green, or I can put neon in it, and then we'll get orange.
So not only do you have to be an artist in the sense that you have to create this stuff, you kind of have to be a chemist, and you have to be an electrician.
Chemistry is a big part of this, and yes, and a lot of electricians too.
That's a complicated profession.
You've got to be diverse in what you're doing. This is what we call the final pull down. It's to clean the tubes out. And once it gets down below 5 microns and cools off to about 50 degrees Celsius, we can go ahead and put the neon in it.
All this just to drink a beer in a fun light.
That's it. That's it.
But I can tell you firsthand, once you see that sign light up, it really does light your fire. Oh, I like this one.
This is one of my favorite projects right here.
Now you're just being silly.
It was. I like to make something that it comes out looking like what you had in mind. And
sure.
This one really came out beautiful.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best looking sign you ever done.
That is one of the top ones, I would definitely say.
It's cool. Way cooler than the sink.
Absolutely, I would think so. So when you make something that comes out really cool and it's one of a kind, I think that's the ones I like doing the best, because you're taking somebody's ideal and turning it into something real that they've been always wanted, and so those are my favorite.
Well, I can tell you, I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool, very good.
Do you have a favorite neon sign, like your personal favorite?
It's hard to really pick a favorite because I like them all, you know. I like just doing some kind of weird artwork with it. I think for me, it's something different that no one else has done.
Do you have any neons at home?
I don't. I don't. When I first started doing this, I had neon all over the place.
But the business does brighten his day, and seeing his incredible creations is well worth flipping the switch for on the Texas bucket list.
Just kind of a nostalgia of it, you know. You can look back through history, and so many cool things have been done with neon and neon signs that to try to keep that going, you know, is I think important.